not met a single former lawyer who regrets changing professions. Most wish they had done it sooner. My confidence that any lawyer can find work she loves through a combination of introspection, research, creativity, and persistence stems from my own experience doing just that. 10 years ago, I would never have thought of leaving the law. I liked being a litigator. I felt lucky to have a job that paid me well to do things I was good at, like writing, arguing, and organizing information. If career satisfaction meant being content with my career, I had it. I never thought of wanting more. My family, while exceptionally loving, set a low bar for career satisfaction. My parents had a "that's why they call it work" approach to their jobs. My father's group insurance sales position played a distant second to Freemasonry in terms of personal fulfillment. Not that he would ever use that phrase. My mother stayed at home with her 3 children until the youngest was in elementary school, and then she got a part-time job that made her miserable. She complained often about how her bosses and colleagues treated her and how they belittled her intelligence and ridiculed her plans to finish her college degree. She earned her degree from Harvard at the age of 55 and left her job the following month. As a result, I grew up assuming that it was at least common, if not normal, to hate your job. I put off my own career decision until one was more or less made for me. As an undergraduate, I wanted to study everything: anthropology, literature, art history, and social studies. The history and literature concentration offered me the chance to major in books on the condition that I would write a senior thesis. Being squirreled away in the library carols, researching the porch and antebellum Southern women's literature, and blissfully disconnected from any kind of pre-professional training was nirvana. I thought about academia, but after 4 years in the Ivy League, the last thing I wanted to do was lock myself up in another ivory tower. Instead, I lined up a job working for a small consulting firm that helped companies develop work-family balance initiatives and early childhood education. After 2 years of work supporting the principals, yet failing to accomplish anything independently, I was ready to go back to the comfort zone of school. At the time, I knew nothing about business school. I had no idea what people with MBAs did, but I sensed that they didn't get to read or write much, and I wasn't going to sign up for that. When I applied to law school, I thought I might keep working on family policy issues, with the greater credibility a law degree confers, but I wasn't sure. Law school was a socially acceptable way to defer a more detailed career decision that I lacked the self-knowledge to make. Lacking a lodestar, I wanted to keep my options as wide open as possible. I put in applications to several law schools and then backpacked alone around Central America for a few months, calling my parents every week or 2 for a postal update. In a Guatemalan bar, I learned that I'd gotten into Harvard Law School. I didn't fully understand the magnitude of law firm salaries until the 2nd or 3rd week of law school, when on-campus recruiting kicked in. Almost sure I would never want to work for a big firm, but mindful of my tuition payments, I applied for a summer associate job. It couldn't hurt, I reasoned, to see what working in one of those firms was like before rejecting the most lucrative career path outright. My parents were more impressed by the summer law firm gig than by law school itself. They had sacrificed for almost 20 years for their children's education, and this gave them a result to brag about. That summer, I worked on pro bono copyright cases and volunteered at a legal clinic. There was no limit to the amount of good I could do from the firm's plush offices, I thought. I went out to lunch with senior lawyers at sparkling restaurants nestled inside 5-star hotels. I went on cruises in Boston Harbor and to brunch at the partners' sprawling estates. The lawyers I met were bright and personable. I couldn't wait to interview with another firm for the following year. Believing that I would enjoy being a lawyer helped me make it through the misery of law school. I spent my 2nd summer at a large law firm in San Francisco, earning a full-time offer. After I accepted it, and while I was bartending on campus, I met the partner who was recruiting on campus for Allen & Overy's London office. That conversation led to an interview, a callback, and a glorious year at the only law firm I have ever worked for that had